Welcome to Cooking with Kamter, a show where we dive into your favorite video game and media cuisine cookbooks and look into just how tasty they really are. Today we're diving back into the World of Warcraft cookbooks to look at a couple of cookie culinary cuisines. Will they hold up to the sweetness test, or will they flop just like a flounder? Let's dive into our first recipe. The first recipe we'll be working on is the Imp Chip cookies. This one's going to be a spin on the traditional chocolate chip. You see here we have our chocolate chips, our cocoa powder, flour, salt, baking soda, butter, egg, salt or sugar. But we also have here cayenne pepper, cinnamon, and candied ginger. So this is what's going to make things a little bit more demonic. What's the first step, Ash?
Preheat the oven to 350.
That is already done.
Line 2 baking sheets of parchment paper.
We don't have parchment paper because I forgot to get some, so we're using foil, so hopefully that won't mess things up, but...
Butter and sugar.
Butter and sugar.
Cream it together.
And cream together. So you may notice that there's a little bit of cocoa powder inside of that sugar. I was trying to make things look nice on camera, and then immediately Ashley pointed out that cocoa is the next step, and I just jammed up the little machine here. Yeah. And so it wants it to be cream, but I don't know. I apologize if this is super loud. Okay. Creamy. Oh God. I don't know if that's creamy. Okay, it's kind of there. Okay, yeah, we're there. Oop. Now,
Eggy?
1 egg. Straight from the Goldshire Farms. Oh God. There's the egg.
Dash of vanilla.
Can you open up? I have farm fresh eggs on my hand. By farm fresh, I mean from the local grocery store. And then a dash of vanilla. Okay, a little too much, but I like things.
Cocoa powder.
Cocoa.
Cinnamon and cayenne pepper.
Oh shit. I put it in with the ginger to make it look nice again. I should probably... I'll start working on this. See, I usually read the instructions, but then I was like, I'm going to make it look nice. While the B-roll is mixing up our cookie dough, fun fact about the Imp Chip cookies is that they were introduced in the Legion expansion and were only accessible by rogues who pickpocketed certain types of demons, with the flavor text of a favorite treat of young demons. This is hinted at that these are little treats that young imps get while they are training to be conquerors of unknown lands through the Burning Legion. These, unfortunately, are not the same kind of demonic cookies that warlocks hand out during raids and dungeons through their health stones and other items like that, which is a shame. I would love to see a culinary version of that in official means to kind of explain what players use when they are at low health and panic press that button to use one of the items. The final stages of the cookies are pretty simple. Once you've mixed up all of the dry and wet ingredients, you add your ginger, your cinnamon, and your chocolate chips, and mix it by hand. Once that is in a good consistency, you just take it, place it on top of a sheet. Again, we're using foil instead of parchment paper because I forgot to grab some, but in the end it doesn't really matter too much as long as you have something safe to put the cookies onto while they're baking inside of the oven. The recipe recommends that you take a tablespoon size ball of cookie and place it evenly across your sheet. We have an extra large sheet pan right here, and we're just going to take as much as we can and fit it onto the pan and throw it into the oven. It took ours about 13 minutes to fully cook and rise up naturally, and they turned out pretty dang good, close to the pictures, I do say, as you can see right here. Alright, so they just came out of the oven. They're still a little bit hot. We're going to give the Imp Chip cookies a genuine try. Is there one in particular that's screaming out to you in eternal demonic terror? No? I'm just going to go with this one then. They smell good. Definitely smell like chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, like breaking motions inside.
I just want to go bite.
Yeah.
Dry. It's well baked. It's very well baked. I can taste the cayenne.
All I could taste is the ginger in this one.
Yep, there's the ginger. Oh my god. What is going on? The more I swallow, the more heat I get from these. I can definitely see a huge chunk of ginger right here, so I'm going to take a bite out of it. So the first part definitely tastes like a normal chocolate chip, but if you're not drinking anything, you need to let it sit. Then comes the cinnamon, then comes the cayenne pepper, and then it punches you in the face with that ginger. And it's just this slow burn in your throat. I need a little bit of milk.
All I'm tasting is ginger.
I wonder if you just got like one of the big pieces. It was so hard to mince up that ginger prior to
We
this.
have a food processor.
I know we have I should have used the food processor, yeah. But I thought I'd be like Iron Chefy and just... Like, these aren't bad. If you wanted to really kind of...
It's different.
Yeah, it's good. Like, definitely, if you're thinking of, like, if imps made a delicious treat, but they slowly wanted to mess with their master and just kind of, like, gaslight them. It's like, no, master, these are normal cookies. They aren't burning, and then they just keep incrementing the sizzle to them. Thematically, they match. Like, you know, they want something kind of little sweet, but a little demonic. I could see this being served at a dinner table for recovering demonic locks, or warlocks. Oh. Dude, the ginger. I would probably add, if I wanted to do these again, add a little bit more cayenne pepper, and then remove the ginger. But
Nuts, maybe. Something crunchy.
Something crunchy, yeah. But they're good. Like, they're definitely better than I expected they would be. This is like the recipe I was really excited to try it as far as baking. Thematically, very good. I think this would make a great party snack if you wanted to kind of mess with friends at your fantasy party, or if you're at a D&D campaign and you want to kind of set the mood with some little subterfuge, not spin them really quickly, but kind of mess with them a little bit. But they're good. I'm for basic chocolate chip cookies with a little bit of spice to them, I think they're not bad. Alright, next we're working on the deep fried butter cookies from Boralus. The first step we've done off camera. We have a thing of vegetable oil on the stove right now at medium heat to get the fryer going. But until then, we got to mix everything up. So what's the first step, Ash?
Flour.
Flour.
Butter.
Butter.
Sugar. Salt.
I did put the salt in here.
Combine.
And then we just combine them up. Didn't say to heat up the butter, so I'm kind of like... Just kind of... Oh, God. This isn't gonna work. I think we should melt the butter. Dad, the instructions didn't tell me to melt the butter, so I didn't melt the butter. While we struggle with our mixer, an interesting fact or two about Kulturas. Kulturas is a seafaring nation who helped serve Azeroth during the Second War to supply ships and naval units during the war against the Orcs. But between the Second and Third War, they bailed out to kind of become a secluded race. One of their most notable members is, of course, Lady Jaina Proudmoore herself, who was part of the nobility and broke off from her family to become a mage to serve with the Kirin Tor. Kulturas was hinted at all the way back in Vanilla WoW as enemies that players could fight on the Horde side, in the Barrens, and a few other quest lines, but they were never prominently featured until Battle for Azeroth. We had a lot of difficulty mixing this all together in a consistency that actually worked, where it wasn't too dry and just clumps of flour, and it wasn't too soft where it was just pouring out of your hand when you're trying to mold it. Once we were able to get it to a consistency where we could actually put it into a ball, we put it on a plate and put some markings using a fork onto the top of it as a little indent, and we got it ready for the next step, which is to fry it. Okay, so we're at the dangerous part. Warning, don't try this at home unless you've fried stuff before. Don't burn yourself, don't do anything unsafe. Don't blame us for anything you may have done because of watching Cooking with Kamter, yada yada yada. Let's see here, we'll try this. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our lovely little cookies, now that they're firm, we're gonna put them inside of the oil here, like so. This is about an inch. It's looking pretty good. And you leave it in there for about a minute. These are getting so doughy. These are not turning out as nice as the picture, but well, they're burning. The hell?
Oil's too hot.
Oil's too hot.
You took too long making it.
Yeah, that's. All right, we're trying this one more time. Turn down the oil just slightly. Just hoping that this actually works. If not, we've got to fill the tent. So we're going for about a minute. Yeah, I think these are just about too doughy. It's hot out today, couldn't firm up. That one's looking pretty good. Now we're doing on cooking time, we'll use that as a example there. Turning it down a little bit I think has helped. Go from brown to burnt. So put those onto the drying pan. Give it a try one more time. One of those just did not want to go. Like I said, just be careful with this if you're frying anything. Parent, guardian, adult supervisor, you know.
I need an adult.
You need an adult. I need an adult. Off screen, I almost started a fire, so.
That's why I need an adult.
Yeah, we need real adulting here. How do you feel about that? I think that's.
Might as well.
Yeah, we'll get some lighter and then some browner ones.
We can split them open and see.
Go ahead and get a shot of those. They're kind of there. All right, so here is our attempt at the deep fried butter cookies. It recommends serving it with something like milk tea or ice cream. We don't have any on hand. Neither. They should be cooled off now. It's been a couple of minutes since we fried them. I'm gonna go for. They say to eat these within a day of making them. The inside is still a little gooey, outside is crisp, but that is what they're looking for. Smells like fried dough.
Oh yeah, that one's still
Well,
very doughy.
it's sweet. It was a little doughy. I wonder if it's something to do with the pan that we put it in, but it burned really quickly. I mean,
We had a lot of time to heat up while we were
yeah,
trying to get it.
prepping the video part might be our downfall. I don't really taste the cardamom, but I don't really know what cardamom tastes like in general.
You don't taste it?
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna say that's all I tasted again.
You may be more sensitive to the spice. This one looks pretty good. Yeah, it's. I have no idea if we did these right. We were struggling.
They're an expert level. We are not experts at anything in that cookbook.
Well, yeah, but that's what's part of the fun is we botched this, and then we could say that we totally botched it. I mean, even if we did these 100% right, I just don't think these would be for me. I thought that this would just be like a quick fried cookie, but it's more doughy, and I'm not a doughy kind of person.
I mean, have you ever had a fried cookie before? You could like do fried Oreos, but that's, you know, not
They're
the
already
same.
cooked. It's true. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if ice cream would, or maybe milk tea would fix this, but I don't know about ice cream. It's very, yeah, just not my jam, but I wanted to try it because we were doing cookies. I'm like, well, what are 2 cookies from Azeroth that we could try? And I'd rather sign up with the Demon Lords because they have a better cookie recipe. Yeah, it's weird with the ginger, but it's better than sailor food in this case. Sorry, Boralus.
No for me.
That's a no for me, dog. Sea dog. That's a no for me, a sea dog. Overall, though, yeah. Oh, I got a big bit of cardamom in my teeth.
Do you need? I can get some milk.
I'm good. I'm good. I'll suffer for the fame. Thank you very much for watching. This has been another exciting episode of Cooking with Kamter. If you have a recipe or a book or anything that you would like us to try, please leave it in the comments down below. We will not just be doing World of Warcraft cooking. I got some Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've got Final Fantasy XIV cookbooks. Any cookbook with an official stamp of any video game or media will work for Cooking with Kamter. And if you have any comments on how we could have made these better, I would definitely love to know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Take care.